Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very rough day for me, but I felt the need to make a video. My glasses are so reflective, but my eyes are burning and I'm not really sure what to do about that. Okay, this is a little better. I got an extra light and let me try another pair of glasses on and see if that's better. I don't know that it's better. I'm hoping it's a little. I feel like now you guys can just see where all my light placements are, which sucks. I feel like this one is the best so far. Hi, welcome back to my channel. That was a really rubbish intro, wasn't it? Today's video is a little out of the blue. Like, I wasn't expecting to even make a video, but here I am making a video. This is my Nigerian wrapper. It came with me. Actually, it didn't. The original one that came with me has expired now. My mom brought this one for me about 3 years ago. My favorite tailor in Benin helped with hemming and adjusting it, and so she brought it for me. Why is it behind me? It's not for display. No, it's really not. It's because it's not 100% dry. I took it out of the dryer. It's half dried. If you're in LA and you live in an apartment, I'm pretty sure you must have experienced by now the whole dryer situation where you put things in the dryer for almost an hour and then it comes out and it's still not fully dry and you just wonder what the bloody hell have you been doing in that dryer for almost an hour and it's still not dry. My whole living room is covered in clothes as well. Okay, well, like the title says, I am having 30 days without alcohol and coffee. Caffeine is allowed, but no coffee. The coffee part I would start with, and that's because it's kind of like a self-punishment, if that makes sense. Last month, I realized while going through the budgeting that the whole of last month came up to about $250 spent on just eating out, even if we have been trying our best to not eat out as much. But the best part was that half of that budget was almost spent on coffee. By coffee, I mean like the cafe mocha or just most especially the hazelnut latte from Coffee Bean. I have this strange obsession that started back in February with that hazelnut latte. It is incredibly delicious and I know it's mostly me that drank a lot of it last month. The problem is a cup of that is like $6 for the regular size, and when you go into a large, that's almost 10 bucks right there. Sometimes it's hard to just get a latte by itself, but I tend to religiously get a latte by itself. But there are days where I want a cake pop, and that's when I go over to Starbucks, which is also part of the expense on my expense report. And whenever I get something at Starbucks, I find myself getting a cake pop. The same thing goes with my hubby. We just keep getting lattes and cake pops, okay? Lattes, and cake pop. I felt it was time to reprogram myself in terms of cravings for coffee. So I decided that this month I'm going to go the whole month with no coffee, but I still need a little bit of my caffeine here and there, so I decided to look for alternatives. The alternative for my coffee now is, of course, caffeine. So I have cacao powder in the kitchen, and sometimes I put that as part of my recovery drinks when I go hiking. I add a little caffeine powder. I had a little cacao powder in there, shake it up, and I just drink it. The other thing that I have been taking, it's my Soylent, but this is the Soylent stacked, and it's kind of like an energy drink with protein and chocolate. So this one does have caffeine, and it has about 100 milligrams of caffeine per bottle, and it has vitamins in it, so it's pretty good. I like Soylent. I started my whole journey to self with Soylent back in September of last year. So this is what I take now for like my coffee cravings. But the thing I like about Soylent, it's really weird because it has that unique taste to it. I feel like it helps with cutting back on your cravings. When you start it at first, it's like, oh, you notice the intense difference. But the more you get accustomed to the Soylent taste, the more you find yourself drifting away from the cravings of like the hazelnut, for example. So this is what I have observed about me. We are on, what is today? I believe it's day 20, if I'm not mistaken, because I think yesterday was the 19th. So we're on day 20 right now, and I'm really excited that it's 10 more days. Not that I'm going to run and get coffee. That's the thing though that I have observed. I don't actually like crave coffee per se. I think if anything, I would just go back to occasionally making it at home, because even for this journey I decided to push it to the point of not even making at home coffee. And I think the whole point of self-punishment on this one is for me to realize that it was so easy for me to go back into the habit of just buying lattes nonstop without really paying attention to how much was piling up, because it just looks like $6 per day of purchase. You don't realize how much that $6 is piling up, and by the end of the month you're already about $100 in, and that's just sad. It's really sad. So I felt it was necessary to go on this journey for 30 days to start having that little self-appreciation and just appreciation for the little things, like making my bloody coffee at home if I really want it. And if I feel like spoiling myself, then just indulge once or twice. But if you must, maybe just go for the good alternatives. If I must enjoy the sweet ones, then maybe once a month is fine. But when you start going religiously over budget, that's when it's time to take a step back. There's this new place that opened close to me, and I really love how smooth and delicious their cappuccino is. And I think I'm going to start going back to that one when I go back to coffee. But if I'm going back to it, it's just going to be like once a month or once every 2 months, because it's really strong. And I remember the last time I had it, I didn't feel the need to go back for more. I was just fully satisfied, and I was like, if I'm going to go back, I will, but I don't know when. But that's how it left me feeling fully satisfied. While with all the other places, no offense to them, but it's jam-packed with a lot of sugar amongst other things, I feel like I'm always left wanting more. And that was the feeling I had with junk food as well before I went on my journey of no more junk food. But anyway, I guess the progress is that it's now 20 days and I'm doing great. The other thing that I decided to also go off for this month is alcohol for 30 days. This is my new friend when I have cravings. It's the Lagunitas hops. I discovered this guys last year, and there was a time I felt like I was spending too much money on the hop water, just buying a whole bunch of it and drinking it. And even though it felt like I was spending too much money last year, I also realized that the more I was buying the hop water, the more I didn't feel the need to buy a lot of alcohol, because it kind of it has the hop in it, which reminds me of the beer. I love beer and I love tequila, but this really helped reduce my beer intake last year, because I would just go over and buy me like a 6-pack, or go to Total Wine and buy like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of different varieties, and then the money piles up again, and it's just like, Jesus, I'm trying really hard. So I switched to hop water, and I think 4-pack, yeah, 4-pack of this is like $6. So when I buy this, I feel good drinking it, because it's just the taste of beer without the beer in it, and it actually tastes really good. This one really does. So the thing I observed last year was that when I was drinking a whole lot of it, that was me having a lot of cravings for my alcohol, but instead I was just drinking water. So it was fine, even if I was spending a lot more. No, not a lot more, let me rephrase that. Even if I was spending a lot of money buying hop water, it was still cheaper than buying a lot of alcohol. So that really helped me walk my way into my journey to better self. And this year, or rather this month, I only have 4 bottles of hop water, and this is my first bottle in 20 days. So I think that's like a really good accomplishment to self. I had cravings and I was longing for alcohol, but it wasn't to the point of stepping out of the house to buy alcohol, which I would normally do. I'm not trying to give up alcohol, but I'm just trying to get to a place where I'm disciplined enough to not spend a lot of money on alcohol or just give in every time I feel a certain way in life or when things are just not going the way I wanted to, which is exactly how life has been since the pandemic and losing my job. Is that what my face look like when I drink? Let's try that again. That's not okay. It's very hoppy too. Yeah, I guess in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that my zero alcohol Lagunitas hops and the Soylent stacked has really helped me for the last 20 days on my journey of no coffee and no alcohol for 30 days. All right, that's pretty much it. I was having a rough day with my laundry and I was craving coffee weirdly and alcohol at the same time, and I decided maybe it was a good time to make this video to talk about my progress while I drink my hot water and then my tea in the kitchen. I have this yam tea in the kitchen waiting for me right now, so I am going to go drink that, and I'm going to take my recovery mix and hope for my leg/knee to get better. That's my automatic Airwick air freshener. You know the drill. Anyways, I hope this video was not too boring. It's different from my normal stuff, but sometimes it's good to make videos on reflection, I suppose. So yeah, all right, thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you have a great day. Bye.